servants, thank you very much. We don't like this servant, by the way. Any idea, kids, any idea who that one might be?
Haman!
And what do we do if we see Haman or hear him? Boo! If you hear the word Haman, I want a big boos. And a big hiss from the snake in the back there with a beard. And, ladies and gentlemen, please, would you welcome on stage for, I'd say for one night only, but it seems to be one night every year. Ladies and gentlemen, please, the King Mother!
Now that one can no longer ride horses, because they are clearly in the lasagna. The twilight of one's years, the closest one can get to wearing spurs are these.
And ladies and gentlemen, our last actor in the opening scene, please put your hands together for the King! You will be introduced later on to Queen Vashti and of course the beautiful Queen Esther. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here is your Purim Spiel, down to Nava!
And so, we have achieved another stunning military success. Sometimes, I even surprise myself.
He certainly amazes his mother. I really didn't think he had it in him.
I mean, I didn't actually do anything. I didn't even fight in the war, I'm no super trooper. But I'm the king. So it's all thanks to me. Fabulous, wonderful, handsome me. All thanks to me that we won the war. And so, to celebrate, I'm throwing this dinner in my honour. Hurrah!
Goodness sake.
You're so brilliant, my lord. Do you think this will be your greatest ever victory? Or will there be even more brilliant times in years to come?
I think this is just the tip of the iceberg.
My lord, you can't say tip of the iceberg.
Why ever not?
We live in Persia, in the middle of the desert. You've not seen a sea, let alone an iceberg.
I thought an iceberg was just one of those things with the pointy,
You thought an iceberg was one of those Jews?
Well, yes, of course, one of those things with the pointy things like Greenberg, Steinberg and Goldberg.
Sounds like a firm of solicitors from Ilford.
I predict that the Persian Empire will continue to grow over the next 3,000 years. And by the year 2013, everyone will be speaking Persian. Plays will be performed in my honour, and I will be portrayed by the most handsome, funniest, and greatest actor of the age.
Well, you can't have everything.
What are you trying to say?
I said, you can't have everything.
You mean you don't think I'm funny, handsome, or great?
Well, if the crown fits.
Actually, it does.
Get back into character this instant. You're ruining the start of the show.
I'm so terribly sorry, Mother.
Don't apologise to me. Apologise to them.
So terribly sorry, children, for ruining the start of the show. It won't happen again.
My lord, would you care for a canapé or maybe a wrap?
No, thank you. I'm not much of a rap fan. I prefer Taylor Swift or One Direction.
Oh, it's just a pity that your One Direction is backwards.
Care for a bit of bubbly?
I had a rather hot soapy bath earlier, actually. Rubber ducks and all.
So you did, my lord.
We had a jolly good scrub down, just like the ones at boarding school. But now it's champagne time.
Oh, do be careful. The last time you had that much to drink, you asked that ghastly Vashti to marry you.
We all make mistakes, Mother.
And I'm looking at my biggest one.
This Coke isn't up to much. Must be the funny bottle. What is it?
It's a Jeroboam, my lord.
Jeroboam? But it looks nothing like my Babylonian cousin.
No, give me strength.
Excuse me, my lord. Mom, I noticed you dropped your knife, which was entirely my fault. Would you like me to change it?
Change! Change! Oh, why is there all this talk about change? Young people today, they simply don't understand that things have been working perfectly well for centuries. Change is never for the better. It only makes things worse. No change, no change, just no change. Oh, change! Change is everywhere! Oh!
It was ridiculous of me to mention the C word.
Oh!
I do beg your pardon.
Apology accepted. butler. Now, fetch me a new knife. Didn't you see the previous one fall to the floor?
Of course, Mum. Forgive me for not have noticing sooner. King Mother has dropped a knife. As the King's butler, I command you to go and fetch her another one.
The King Mother has dropped her knife. As the King's first footman, I command you to fetch her a replacement.
The King Mother has dropped a knife.
So go and get yourself a new one, you old bat.
My lord. Mum, forgive me. We simply can't get the staff these days.
Do you expect me to slice my steak with my fingers?
There's no need for that, Mum. Why don't you use your razor-sharp wit of yours, one of your particularly cutting remarks?
Young man! Do you know who you're talking to and who pays your wages? There are plenty of other butlers out there, you know.
Let's not make a big deal out of this. Your job is perfectly safe.
Thank you, my lord. I'm not worthy to be in your presence.
Oh, now, let's not start any of that. Just change the knife.
Change! How could you suggest such a thing? Oh, the empire would crumble in an instant if we introduced change.
I'm so sorry, Mother, so sorry.
Oh, forget it. I'll eat in my room. All this talk of change makes one so menopausal.
Now that the old bat is gone, what say we have the Queen come out and perform for us? Dancing Queen! Dancing Queen, I'd like to feel the beat of your tambourine. Oh, yeah. Don't be shy, Vashti. He's feeling... Would you like to see him, children? Yes! Come on, Vashti, don't be shy. Have you got something special for me? Knowing me, knowing you, I bet you have.
All right, as long as you don't take one look at me and give me, shout after midnight.
A virtual gaze from her beauty. So schnipsies to pull. Got two left feet. She can't dance, she can't jive, so why is she part of my life? Ooh, I need a girl about 16 to be my dancing queen. Awful. Friday night and the lights were low. Before her facial hair began to grow. Yeah, they played the right music. I showered her with bling. She came to look for her king. Look for a king. Everybody said she was bad news. She loved her cakes and bought a million shoes. But with a bit of rock music, everything was fine. We're in the mood for a dance. But now I've got the chance. You're not my dancing queen. You're not young or sweet. You look 17. Dancing queen, when I see your face, it's like Halloween. Yeah. You can't dance, you can't jive, so why are you part of my life? Ooh, I need a girl about 16 to be my dancing queen. It wasn't just her looks, you know. It was her wild and wacky opinions. You know, she even thought that one day men and women would be equal. She thought women would be able to vote and be allowed to drive cars and wear trousers. Not even the king of ancient Persia wears trousers. Anyway, I think she was cheating on me behind my back. Although we were playing What's the Time, Mr. Wolf, so I may have got a bit confused. I found a love letter, and it's in her writing. Do you want to see it? Yes. No, you don't.
Oh, yes.
You really, really, really don't.
Oh, yes, we do.
Here this. In the firelight, Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me. That's me, Vashti and Fernando. There's no